Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command Orion Pirates Plus Mod. We rejoin Captain Tirak of the USS Patton sort of behind the front once again after being slightly humbled by running into another base station that we just couldn't do anything about. Pretty soon we're going to start thinking about taking on escorts. We may wait until we can afford something a little bit bigger like a dreadnought, like this beautiful Dreadnought Heavy, which is 4,662. We're only 1,400 away from that. But we may buy something cheaper sooner, or may get a nice little brace of escorts sooner, just to sort of thicken out the amount of firepower we can bring to bear. So, the main objective is still try and meet up with the Lyrans here. We've only got to punch through 3 more tiles, and that'll cut the Klingon Empire right in half. So that's got to be good, right? So let's get on in there, see what we can do. And that tile is a nebula, but I'm thinking we're going to try and take it anyway. Got a nice little collection of the Federation fleets around here. Some light cruisers, frigates, more heavy cruisers. Yeah, so let's get in there. A mission, and a mission. Standard patrol, just before we break into that nebula space. Hopefully we won't take too much damage. We do want to push in there. That'll put us 2 tiles away. And it's another one of these. We don't need it. We are full on spare parts, and as far as I know, there's no enemy in the area who we're really all that scared about. So this would just be a salvage operation. We're not going to bother with it. I mean, who would? So yeah, we'll boost up time because we don't want to waste it here, and we're just heading on out. Just going to double check, make sure that a enemy doesn't show up behind us. Nope, it's just boxes. And we're not here for that. We're all about that war, yo. Mission complete. We'll get nothing for it, but doesn't matter. Just a waste of everybody's time. And who wants to waste time? Well, maybe. Oh, 300 prestige. I spoke too soon. We got quite a bit from that. Alright, let's roll on the mission. Convoy raid. Is this a Prime Industries or a Romulan Star Empire? Because I saw green. Prime Convoy. So the thing about nebulas, which is really annoying, and we haven't flown in one because we've been trying to avoid this, is your shields will only work at minimum levels. When one of your huge advantages is the fact that you have great shields, this can be a problem. So we're going to try and finish this up as soon as possible. Also, sensor range is reduced. You'll notice a gigantic attack shift and defense shift. So we're not going to be hitting nothing with photon torpedoes. We'll probably try and do an anchor tactic. So we'll snap on the losing my train of thought here. We'll snap on the tractor beam for just a bit, fire at a point blank range, and then move on. Speeding up a little bit more now that we got more power. Maintaining a speed of pretty high. Once those photon torpedoes charge up, we'll be at full 31. And we are not seeing the enemy yet, but that means nothing in a nebula. If you've seen Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, that's sort of what we're inside a Mutara nebula type deal. So minimal shields, minimal sensors, weapon accuracy, not good at all. And he's a heavy cruiser. Let's probe him. With any luck, he'll be something weak and helpless, and we'll be able to laugh at him. No point in shuttles. You can't launch shuttles in this. At least I don't think you can. I'm not going to bother finding out. And give me an idea of who you are. Oh, okay. So 3 plasma Fs. That could hurt a lot. So these 3 plasmas, because we have no shields at all, that just crunches really hard on our shields. So we do not want to have to deal with that. Missiles will take damage as they fly, so they will automatically blow themselves up at longer ranges. So we want to avoid that as well. Can I reinforce shields? I forget with the nebula. Doesn't look like it. No power is going into shields. So we're going to get a little distance. Power up the missiles. Pretty good range for it. He's got a D-type plasma, which is the defensive kind. And that'll just eat up all our missiles. That's no fun. I can probably maintain a pretty high speed, though. But I'm worried about these plasmas that he is no doubt going to fire. Because it's tempting to just try and run through this formation and just run riot. Because we could do that. Plasma. He's now charging his plasmas. Okay, well, let's do that then. So if he doesn't want to charge his plasmas, I'm not going to complain. 2, 3, 4. So we'll come back around the other side. Give him a nice little taste of that. I still have photon torpedoes that we are not using, but, you know, there's reasons for that. They're horrifically inaccurate, and I'm not able to get on his... to face him. Oh, here it comes. Is that real? Potentially. That's the thing about plasma torpedoes. You never know. Is this dangerous, or is this nothing? So we'll come around. That, I think, I want to bet that's real. Okay. We got a nice big hit, and we destroyed his deep plasma. He's going to run away at full speed just to burn that out. See, the missile didn't even make it to him because of all this horrific nebula stuff. So, without his plasmas, he's a lot weaker. Although we are not charging photon torpedoes like this. We've taken a couple of light hits, nothing too serious so far. Our power is still full. This repair engine icon, there's something minor wrong with the engine, but that probably has to do with shield recharge rate, and we don't care since, you know, shields aren't working anyway. So come in nice and close. I'm expecting a plasma to the face. I did not get one. We got a nice blast right through. Stunned a whole bunch of systems. One of the great things about Federation ships is we're great phaser boats, so even without our photon torpedoes, we can deal a lot of damage. So we've heavily shocked some things on him. He's dropping power really hard. And we're just gonna maintain this super high speed. Avoid any of them nasty plasmas if he ever gets them charged. Cut across the back of him. Alright, we're set for another good phaser run. Lined up on him, get in nice and close. Put a whole bunch of holes in him. And that's that. Alright, now let's deal with this convoy. From what we can see, it's only 3 ships, but again, sensor range is very much reduced out here. Again, did we take any major hits? We've got a phaser 3, which is slightly damaged. I'm not going to waste time with that. So the escort's dead. Now it's just these guys. If they're like every other freighter we've run into so far, and I have no reason to believe they're not, we'll be able to kill them in real short order. We're getting low on reloads, so I'm going to shut those off. We will select our phasers as our primaries, photon torpedoes as a secondary, and the missiles we will just ignore. So I've set weapon groups on these. Weapon group 1 is my phasers, of which we have 10 of them, which is great. And weapon group 2 is our 4 photon torpedoes, which aren't charging, because we're going so darn fast. Double check. Still can't see the map edge, which is good. And it looks like it's going to be a fairly small convoy. Only 3 ships. So let's get in there, cause some havoc, punch through, take this territory as soon as we can. And get ever closer to the Lyrans. And we're lined up. Get in close because targeting is going to be a pain in this nebula. And we will slow down so we can start charging our heavy weapons. I should probably include that phaser in weapon group 1. It doesn't have very good range, but, you know, every little bit helps. Just double check we're on the right speed. Yeah, we are. As we come around again, primary weapon group set up. These are pretty big freighters. I mean, they look this big and we're at range 8. Lined up nice and good. Part of the problem why we didn't just kill them in one pass like we have with a whole bunch of other freighters in the past is, again, this attack shift of 3 provided by the nebula makes everything less accurate. Sorry, my throat is just really clogged today. Photon torpedoes are up. They will probably not hit anything. Slow down just a bit. Oops, wrong switch. Photon torpedoes selected. Yeah, see, photon torpedoes are just not going to be effective in this. They're even more weak to attack and defense shifts. So, out here, this is almost impossible for them to operate in. We could bump up our ECCM, transfer a whole bunch of power to the sensors to try and counteract this. But the amount of energy we'd need to pour into that kind of makes it not worth it. We'll just continue to phaser run them. The good thing about this so far is we didn't take too much damage fighting them. Like we said, a light hit on a phaser 3, and the damage to our engines has repaired itself. So no worries there. We did go through several reloads, which is not fantastic. We've got another 7 missiles ready here. No reloads left there. So we should be able to do alright, continuing our push after this. Line them up. Phasers selected. And coming in nice and slowly. And you'll notice they're not doing their speed of, I think it's 7 is normal, or 10. Because the nebula also slows them down. For reasons I couldn't tell you. Inside a range of 2. Okay. And now on to the last one. I think that's the board edge. Oh, no, not quite. But we're getting there. Photon torpedoes selected. And we'll try proximities. Hey, we hit one! Proximity does increase our accuracy at the cost of damage, but one hit is better than nothing. Creep up on him just a bit so we can get at the shield that we managed to damage with our photon torpedo. Close in nice and tight. Ugh. It's hard work. We'll speed up a bit. Because at this point it's just mobbing freighters. It doesn't matter if we do really well. There we go. Syndicate Convoy destroyed. Minimal damage to us. We're still going to do okay on reloads. So yeah, we're going to push on. Want to keep this sortie going. 404. Prestige gained. We've taken the tile. And we can see the purple. We can see the purple. Tempting. There's 3 light cruisers here, so this is a risk. But, faint heart, never won fair ladies. Let's rock the patrol. Our shields will be back to full power here, so that'll be great. Klingon ships, unknown number. I would almost bet. Nope. They've drafted their own. So we got a heavy cruiser up here. And a light cruiser over here. And anybody else. And we will not forget to prep a scatter pack this time. And we've got our reloads. Because the game gives you, I think it's like 2 reloads or 4 reloads or something like that for free. So, not changing that. Is it just the 2? It's the 3. 3 heavy cruisers. So, we have a C7, a DWL, that's a drone carrier, maybe, and a light cruiser. And we are looking to hit that light cruiser first, punch out left, hit this guy, and then come around and finish off the C7, who, if just going by the way the alphabet works, we can probably assume is a weaker version of the D7 cruiser. And we've run into a lot of D7s. I mean, they're not the most dangerous thing on the block. Almost got a scatter pack ready. What design is he? Oh, almost looks like a frigate. All weapons selected. Scatter pack set. We'll load another one. And we will... range of 10. Deselect our missiles from our weapon group. Oh, look at that. We just ripped into him. And he deployed a wild weasel in time. Give me a probe check on him. Yeah, he's not very dangerous. At least I don't think he is. We are getting into the thick of it though, so buff all shields. We're gonna need it. All weapons fire. And we're going to bring these guys to normal. Come around nice and well. The goal really is going to be to take out as many of these guys before the battle gets joined in earnest. A nice big hit there. Ooh, taking a lot of damage now. Alright, normal photon torpedoes all around. His anti-missile system is off. So, come on, missiles. Alright, got the light cruiser. Gotta wait to give us some room on this guy, because his AMDs are still fully active. So we need to build some space on this. He's equipped with a pretty decent brace of weapons. Okay, we might be in trouble. Weapons officer. Get him off our tail. And we're suffering some pretty serious damage to engines. I need you to back off, buddy. We've really got to build in some distance, because we've got to get these scatter packs off the rack as soon as possible. He's just holding right there. It's like us when we were having that fight with that dreadnought. So, he is obviously a lighter cruiser. Come on, gotta get... Okay, can't match him in speed. Come around, let him overshoot. Come in the range of my photon torpedoes, you jerk. Which were shocked offline by that missile strike. And the shuttle bay is offline, which is really bad, because we needed that shuttle bay. We're in a bad way. Like, a really bad way. Is this going to be the end for the Patton after such a great run? Okay, we've got to get out of here. And we might not be able to make it out. Yep, no power to move. This ship is done for. Wow! And just like that, the fortunes of war change on us. Losing the battlecruiser Patton. Not great. I thought that ship was going to last us until we sold it. Definitely underestimated the strength of a pair of Klingon battlecruisers. A little bit of loss of prestige. We're back home. 3,907. The light cruiser permit. Let's see what type she is. HDWE2. That's a mouthful. Is there anything like that in here? HDW... I don't know where this would be. And I don't know how to just check it. HDW... gotta come back. Or maybe not. HDW2? This was HDWD2, wasn't it? Maybe it was E2. HCWE-2 is 3 photon torpedoes. This is a heavy war destroyer escort. Yeah, it was. So a heavy war destroyer escort with fighters. So we're back on the menu. Type 2s. Do we have Type 3s yet? Jays, Vultures. Type 3 Ravens. These are the fighters, man. These are the fighters. And we'll buff these up to a full set of reloads on there. We're not going to be in this boat very long. As you can see, we're at 3,800 prestige. We're going to be in this just long enough to pick up a DNH when it becomes available, which was 4408, I think it was. We've even got a light dreadnought available to us. We're not, because, you know, who wants a light dreadnought? We want something big and nasty. Scan mission. Something light, something quick, and it'll give us a chance to see what our ship looks like. Because you never know. Ooh, look at that. What kind of speed can we maintain in this? We are an escort, so I'm assuming we're kind of quick. Nope, can't quite do that. So we're maintaining a speed of 17. Pretty nice for an escort. Let's get a nice look at the side view on this thing. Wow, kind of looks like a little bit like the Constellation class from the Next Generation. Picard's ship. Let's find out who we're fighting. The goal of this mission is to scan the planet and run. So that's what we're going to do, or at least we're going to prepare to do. If we can take this guy, we will. Because we're cocky still, despite losing a big ship. Let's see what the probe has to say about who we're fighting. Heavy cruiser, looks like a Katenga, just based on the shading. But he's not. He's a drone cruiser. So he's really not that dangerous to us. I know I say that all the time, but I'm meated this time. So the 3 missile racks, we have 1 AMD as opposed to the 2 we normally have, but we have fighters. We also have a ton of, not a ton, we have 3, 4, 5, 6 phaser 1s, 2 phaser 3s to back that up, and our own drones. So we will go to shuttle conversion, prep a scatter pack. We didn't buy extra shuttles because we didn't think we would need them. And we're going to come into the planet, range of 10, scan it, turn around and handle our D6 over there. I'm feeling pretty confident in what we can do here. I'm actually tempted to just go full bore. Slow down a bit so we can overload these photon torpedoes. He's maintaining a speed of 25. We're going to overload the torpedoes, we're going to scan the planet, we're going to come around, and we're going to fight him. I didn't see, or I didn't notice anyway, heavy anti-missile defense system on him. So he might not have one. We'll find out when we get closer to him. And come on, photon torpedoes, a little bit more. Getting kind of close to the planet. I want to start the scan. Yep. Photon torpedoes are charged. Starting to slow down so we don't smash into the giant planet. 11. Scatter pack's ready. A bit closer. Gotta be within range of 10. And range of 10. Beginning scan. Come on, science officer, tell me what I want to hear. Cannot take that long to do this. I think it's within the range of 30. Okay, we got the data. Got the deep scan. Alright. Shields full front. Come on, bring us around. Bring us around! We've only got 1 squadron of fighters. So maybe we should have taken something like a J, which is more of an air superior or space superiority fighter. But we will close to this range and... No, he doesn't have AMD at all. Fighters away. Prep the photon torpedoes only. We will let him... We're going to keep our phasers on ready for point defense because he does have a lot of drones. He wild weaseled. Come on, fighters, get in on this action. Really? We went after the drone? I thought we killed it. Back to normal power. That way we can maintain speed and fight. Come on, Raven. I want you to kill. Yep, and there's the blast. Oh, we don't even need to change power. He's got slow drones. They travel at a speed 16, and our average resting speed is a speed of 17. So good. Those Ravens ever gonna get here? Come on. Maybe I should go back to vultures. They never left me like this. And we'll buff this shield. Now the funny thing is, our missile does more damage than drones. Didn't we pay for like 10 of you? Or 8 of you? Maybe I'm going crazy. More missiles around the front. Go grab them. Ow. That's not cool. So he launched his drones right on top of... Oh, crap. Took that on the shields. Pardon me. My throat is just really clogged today. More power to the engines. We want to catch this sucker. I'm not happy that he killed off all of my fighters. I was kind of... not really relying on them, but I was kind of hoping they would have a nice decisive effect on this battle. Okay, buddy, you're not getting away. Protect the shield screen. Yeah, we're still buffing a shield. Where do you think you're going? It's kind of funny. We've got a heavy war destroyer chasing around a heavy cruiser. Okay, closing within range to no one. Hit him with the photon torpedoes. And he doesn't have tractor beams right now. He hasn't taken a whole lot of systems damage, but he has taken a lot of marine damage. That's kind of scary. Come on, turn harder. Turn harder. A little bit harder. A little harder. Okay, gotta be careful of that. We don't want to accidentally smash into that. That would be bad. Scatter pack. Buddy, I've got a present for you. Right down the throat. So we can outrun these, no problem. We're back to our resting speed. Charging the photon torpedoes. Auto shuttles, so no more surprise scatter packs. But that's not too big a deal. Gotta come back in on him again. You better be worth this. Because I really want to get into dreadnoughts at this point. He's wasted his phasers to take out the drones. He's repairing one of them. Torpedoes have a 50% chance to hit here. And they hit. And you know what? We're going to start the capture attempt. Ooh, 2 of 2. Got a way to turn to come back around. But yeah, we've probably got this guy. His speed is slowed to 16. Lost our front right shield. No effect on our power. Yeah, we took some damage. Nothing really all that special. Marines, how you doing? We got to close to a range of 5. So we'll speed up a bit. Or I think it's 5.99, but... More Marines. 5 versus your 2. We've got you. We've got you, buddy. You're ours. Mostly intact, too. I mean, he's taken some damage to his phasers and to his systems, but look at that. He's still at like 3/4 health. See? Federation War Destroyer. Just beat a Klingon drone cruiser. Yep, everybody on board is dead. We have 4 Marines clearing the ship now. You are ours, buddy. Take a look at this to admire this design. See the heavy torpedo launchers up front. That's pretty cool. I really like all the effort that went into these designs, modeling them and putting them into game. Target captured. Mission complete. IKV Warsong is now ours. We don't get to keep it, but you know. Let's see what we got. Bonus prestige, 270 for taking the Warsong. Puts us back up to just over 4,000. And unfortunately, we're coming to the end of an episode here. Not going to be able to blitz to try and get that 4,400 that we need. So that'll probably happen in the next mission. 4428 to get a plasma dreadnought, but we really want that heavy dreadnought. We really do. BCJ, this is the New Jersey class. Pretty cool. Not as cool as, you know, the Patton was. So we've had a minor setback. I do consider it to be minor. We did manage to take this. We've now got an arrow pointing right to where we need to go. And this planet stands in the way of our conquest. So pretty soon we'll be getting ourselves a much bigger ship, a dreadnought, a heavy dreadnought. And when that happens, we'll be able to finally break through this line and really crush the Klingon. Look at this. This is just kind of withering out at the vine. But until then, I've been Tirek. If you like what we're doing here, hit that like button and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next one.